This Premier League Matchday 12 picks edition of the Premier League Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network is brought to you by Underdog. Underdog is hooking up new customers. Play just $5, get $100 in bonus funds. Sign up with the code PLGP. Welcome, everybody, to the Premier League Gambling Podcast on the Sports Gambling Podcast Network. My name is Malcolm Bamford, coming to you from Newcastle upon Tyne in the northeast of England. Today is Thursday, November the 20th. We are here to recap a chaotic weekend and early part of the week of World Cup qualifiers before we get stuck back into the Premier League Matchday 12. Takes place from Saturday through to Monday night, I think we go. This week, joining me from somewhere in Nottinghamshire is Mr. Barry Penaluna. Barry Penaluna, how the hell are you?
I'm all right. How the hell are you?
I can't smile wide enough, me, Baz. You know me.
That's good. I'm a little bit tired. I've just come off the treadmill, Malcolm. I told you a while ago I started my couch to 5K, didn't I?
Yeah.
Well, that was probably about 10 weeks ago, and I'm on week 5 now, which tells you.
Does that mean you see you off the couch?
No, it just means it's taken us 10 weeks to move 5 weeks into the program, but that's because I had holidays and things, didn't I? But I've ran for 2 8-minute intervals tonight, 8 minutes at once. So that's good, isn't it? Could you run for 8 minutes? You probably couldn't.
Of course, I fucking could.
You fuck.
I could run really fast for 8 minutes.
Yeah, I don't run fast, like. But there we go.
You know.
I'm doing 8-minute intervals. Yeah, I'm happy with that. It's good.
That's a load of bollocks, that, Barry. I wouldn't have it. Yes, good. Welcome, everybody who was in the chat. It feels like we'll get a run now, Barry. This is a time to build some momentum in it.
International break. I've just told you I've been for a run.
Hey, international breaks finished for ages. Apart from AFCON, obviously, in a little while. So I've determined to get some AFCON stuff, but we might do that separately. Maybe. But no international breaks until the Intercontinental qualifiers next March. So the baseball's finished. I feel like this is it now. This is our sweet spot, Baz. We have to get our heads down. We've got all the Christmas fixtures coming up. We've got more Champions League in the next few weeks. We've got the AFL Cup quarterfinals in the middle of December. So it's time to get going, Baz. But as much as we mourn like feck about the international break, that was a cracking few days. It was really good fun. I'm still not quite buying. Like, people are very, very short term, aren't they? Like, because one game was good, everyone's like, international football's brilliant now. This is the best. Because Premier League's ruined football, that international football is the purest form, and look at this, and isn't it great? And I'm not buying that for a second, because nearly all of it was shit. But the bits we watched were absolutely outstanding. The Scotland game and the Scotland goals were one of the best things I've seen in years. Like, incredibly exciting. It was fucking mad. Firstly, I'd bet Scotland, which helped. 27-10, they drifted out. I think I had them out on the show at 12-5 or something. So got 27-10, bet them, and then 3 minutes. And we said part of the handicap was a little bit like it's in big night at St James's Park, where everyone's going mad. They kicked off Denmark, couldn't get out their own half. It was ferocious. Not an awful lot of quality ferocious. And then someone dinks across into the box. And McTominay is 17 foot off the ground and hits that Bicey into the bottom corner. Bicey, that's what young people say, Barry, for an overhead kick. Yeah, mate, I'm just appealing to the younger viewers, our school-age gamblers. And then, obviously, Denmark got back in here. We're probably the better team for a while, but you just had a feeling when the red card came in. The last 2 goals were fucking ridiculous, and I absolutely adored all of it. It was really good. We've got 42 of the 48 teams now qualified, Barry. Curacao with a big story. what's the population of Curacao, Barry? You can't go more than 3 tweets without learning the population of Curacao. That's the current algorithm. Population of Curacao, Barry?
6,500.
6,500?
Yeah.
It's about the population of fucking Killingworth.
Yeah.
No. It is the smallest country by population to qualify. 150,000, Barry. You're miles off. What's the population in Newcastle, Barry?
Quite a lot.
Population in Newcastle?
What is the population in Newcastle?
Yeah.
Probably about 300,000.
300,000 is the right answer. You've redeemed yourself there, Barry.
That.
So yeah, half the population of Newcastle in Curacao. Curacao, like everyone's going, it's a fairy tale. They only inaugurated the national team 14 years ago. Curacao, but it's effectively it's any Dutch player who can't make the Dutch squad. A bit like the French do this, don't they? They filter down all over the place through a lot of the North African nations and stuff. So it's any Dutch player who can't play for Netherlands has played for Curacao. So it's not a rags to riches story, but not to worry. The other impressive thing about that was Steve McLaren just managed to fuck up Jamaica completely. Steve McLaren was back. Like we mentioned Ronaldo the other night, didn't we? Who'd left our lives for an amount of time. And we thought we'd never see him again. And he was back. Steve McLaren was the same. So Steve McLaren came back. So yeah, no more international breaks till March, but we've got AFCON and then the international challenge. Talking of AFCON, Barry, you know how people are starting to call me the voice of African football? Yeah. I mean, that's since I took on this new job, particularly, that's the name that's going around. Big weekend of commentaries in my new job. There's all the Premier League games, Barry. There's all the Scottish Premier League games. There's La Liga. There's the Bundesliga. There's the French League action, Barry. There's action from high-profile leagues all over the world. 1 o'clock on Saturday, they've given me the African Champions League between Mamelodi Sundowns and Saint Eloi Lupopo. I don't know, Barry. Is this because I'm the voice of African football? Or are they giving me, it's possible, Barry, they might have given the best games to the best people?
Yeah, that's probably more likely to be the case.
It is. Yeah, I don't know an awful lot. I'm going to be honest. I don't know much about Saint Eloi Lupopo, Barry. We covered Mamelodi Sundowns in the World Club Championship, didn't we? So I've got a little bit of a head start on them. But yeah, Saint Eloi Lupopo from the Congo. I don't even know if that's from the good Congo or the evil Congo. I need to work that out as well. Oh yeah, 1 o'clock on Saturday. Tune in, everyone. You can watch Burnley v Chelsea, and you can listen to Mamelodi Sundowns and Saint Eloi Lupopo. I've got a new section of the show, Barry, which I'm going to announce now. It is called Tips from Australia. I've got 2 tips, Barry, from Australia on 2 separate subjects. So there's been some cricket talk in the chat early on. I'll say hello to the chat, actually, while we go, because the cricket talk was at the top. Smudgers here, how we doing? Yes, it was Callum asking if anyone's watching the Ashes. Harry said he'd rather watch paint, right? Fefwef's here. Joe Dollar. Joe, nice to have you. Danny wants to know what Barry had for tea. I'm sure we'll get to that. I think that's everyone for the minute. If you are lurking, by all means, say hello. I would watch it. I never always watch like the first session because it's just kind of tradition. I've like always watched it. But this time they've moved it from, is it normally Brisbane, I think, which is like a midnight kickoff. They've moved the first test to Perth, which is in a different time zone. And it's a 2:30 in the morning kickoff. So I don't think I'll be watching 2:30 in the morning. I don't know. The bet boost, Barry, is a 4 in the first over, pushed out from 7-4 to 9-4. And I don't know if that's good value or not. No, my reaction was the same as your reaction, Barry. Barry's doing a little twisty face shake of the head. I'm not sure. But I have got to Ashes pick, everyone. This is my first pick from Australia. It is 7-1, Barry, for England to win the first test and then lose the series. Right. So this first game in Perth, it's always lively. It's a lively track. They've actually got a new ground. They're playing at the Optus now, which is a brand new stadium. It's going to be even livelier. England have got the pace to cause a lot of problems. Australia missing Cummins, missing Hazelwood. So I think England can nick this first one. They're 6-4 to win this first test. I think they can nick the first test, but then go on to lose the series. So 7-1. That was a pick we played in the World Series, actually. Toronto to win the first game and the Dodgers to win the World Series, which hit, actually. So a similar thing. Second tip from Australia, Barry.
Whoa. Can I give my Ashes picks out first, Malcolm? Is that right?
Well, all right. The only reason I'm carrying on, Barry, is 11 minutes ago when we discussed this, you didn't have any Ashes picks. So you've clearly texted your mate.
I've done a lot of research in the last 10 minutes. So,
have you? Right, okay. Go on. You carry on.
Yeah, so I've got some good first test value angles for you. Team first innings, top batsman, Malcolm. You like these, some spicy prices. Carey, 22 to 1. And Stark at 33 to 1. Those are your value picks for the first inning top batsman. And then the match most fours, some big prices here. Smith at 33 to 1. That's Jay Smith. I don't know who the J is, but anyway, it's Jay Smith. That's all you need to know. 33 to 1. And Crawley, 14 to 1. Carey, 16 to 1. So some big spicy players there. No 50 in the first innings as well. 11 to 1. Get on that.
I do think it'll be low scoring. I can't decide if Jason's trolling us with his Australia talk, but he said if England win the toss and bat, he'd bet a wicket in the first over.
But, the series score as well, I'd go for, Malcolm, at around 14 to 1. England to win 3-1. But if you do fancy a few draws, then 2-0. 2-0's are possible as well at a decent price. Offers a bit of value on the exchanges, apparently, that.
I don't fancy any draws. I think it's going to be...
Yes, credit to Simon Mattick, who does listen to the show occasionally. He's a friend of mine who's a big punter and cricket fan, but all of those value players came from him, so there you go.
Cricket is shite, is Fefwef's studied observation of that. Joe Dollar's trying to get some Formula 1 picks. I couldn't name a Formula 1 bet, Barry. I don't know anything about it. Do you?
I know stuff a little bit about it. Who's asking for a Formula 1 bet?
Joe Dollar.
Yeah, it's in Vegas this week, isn't it? I've seen your mates out there, isn't he? Chris is out there.
Kristen done it. Did you see? Did a pit walk today?
Yeah. I've seen all his pictures. It looks good. He's been rubbing shoulders with all of the big names.
I'll tell you what, he's a right little wanker. So it was his. Did I mention this last week? It was his brother's 50th. So they've gone San Francisco, LA, and Vegas. Just 10 days, like 3 days in each, 3, 4 or something. They went to the Rams the other night. Rams played, can't remember, Seahawks. Went down to a field goal right at the end. But I went to wherever we played football last Friday night with the kids, and I was asking him all about it. And he just wasn't even a little bit excited. He didn't know anything about it. I'm fucking going to wring his neck. Like, I was like, where are you staying? Oh, I don't know. Well, where are you going? What are your plans? You're going to do this? You're going to go and watch this? Oh, I don't know. He just knew nothing about it. He didn't deserve to go, Barry. Like, some people like us, we'd be genuinely excited and have loads of plans. And he just wasn't. And I was annoyed with him. Fucking privilege, that, isn't it, Barry? That's privilege when you're so not excited about the trip of a lifetime like that. But yes, I took his kid to football tonight, and he said that he'd done the grid walk. He was friends with a photographer, maybe an F1 photographer, was an old mate of his, and got him in to do the pit lane walk today. So that was pretty good. SGPN Formula 1 podcast. I think there was, yeah.
There is a NASCAR gambling podcast, and I thought they covered F1 as well, but maybe they don't anymore.
Yeah, there's definitely a NASCAR one, which they're really good, actually. Cody. I don't know who does it with Cody nowadays.
Yeah,
Cody Zeeb. But yeah, the NASCAR podcast, good. So my second pick from Australia, Barry, we're moving genres to I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. And having had a little winner on Scotland the other night, I put the change on. You know me, I like to spend the change, Baz. It's one of my tactics. I put the change. I've got £7 on Jack Osborne, 12 to 1. I put him to win outright, actually, but each way, 1, 2, 3. I think I like Angry Ginger and H short. I think he's a very likeable chap. And, of course, he's got the sad story angle with his dad dying. So 12-1 is a little bit of value in there. So that's bets from Australia, Barry, of often to be seen series in the near future. Right, where are we going? Gear up for the holidays at the SGPN merch store. The perfect gift for the DJ in your life. Promo code HOLIDAY for 25% off everything. Yes, even, brackets, I'm supposed to say something. Even this hoodie, 25% off. Not this one, it's really old, but get a new one. Anyway, you look mint. We are brought to you by Novig, America's #1 sports prediction market. You get the best prices at Novig, available in 35 states. Download the Novig app, get $50 when you spend $5. Use the promo code SGPN. Get in on the action with Novig, promo code SGPN. And Underdog is your home for pick 'em entries. You can win up to 5,000 times your money. That's a lot. Underdog has a brand new offer. Play $5, get $100 in bonus funds. Use our code to sign up, PLGP. Okay. Picks-wise, just going back to
we haven't got time for picks-wise, Malcolm. We're 17 minutes in. We've got a full slate of Premier
Barry,
League.
we both picked a load of fucking winners. You think
we can't have time to recap that international shite, man?
Barry, I picked 3 winners.
So did I.
I doubled my money.
Oh, very good.
Fucking wait, listen, if we have to come back and do the picks, we come back and do the picks. I'm going to do 12 minutes on these 3 winners here, like a little TED talk. 3 for 4, Barry. Double me money. Bet 418. Yeah. I knew Scotland owed me some money. Fef. I'll put your apology in the box there. Don't worry about it. 27-10. It was a good pick, and it was fucking really exciting. It was just nuts. I enjoyed all of that. Kosovo and Switzerland. I wanted Kosovo over half a goal at half time, which did hit. It was 0-0. But I came away from it for the both teams to score, which hit as well. And then over the night, what a fucking pick this is, Baz. Panama team total over 2.5, 11-10. We knew they needed to run up a score. It was 2-0 at half time. They took their time getting going second half, but they did score in the 84th minute. My loser, though, Barry, and part of the reason I wanted to bring these up was last week we talked about having a list of our worst ever picks. And we never had one. I feel like we should have had one. Yeah, well, this is it, because we've got 2 that might go in this week. So I think we can start the list, Barry. But I think a bit like the Titlers got 6 slots. I think we just have 1. So we're just going to have 1 worst ever pick. So we'll put one of these at the top until something else usurps it. Mine was I took Germany in under 4 goals. Now I went to that gig on Monday, which was very good. So it was all very quiet. So I didn't want to check before. So I went to the bar when the support act finished, and I just saw halftime Germany 4, Slovakia 0. I was like, shit. So that was tremendous defeat. However, you did pick some winners, Barry, but I think your pick can go.
So you've conveniently just made up the rule to put me at the top of this list.
I haven't. We can't have a fucking list. You've just said we done 20 minutes and made no picks. We can't drag this out.
I can't believe you're even fucking bringing this up, to be honest.
I mean, bringing it up. Come on, tell them.
Your pick was dead. How soon? What time?
Half an hour.
So that's not as bad as I think yours was worse.
What was your pick and what was the result?
My pick was Macedonia on the double chance. They got beat 7-1.
Right.
But I was 3 from 4 as well. I had Scotland and Denmark goals and both teams to score. I had Austria, Bosnia, both teams to score. It was plus money as well. And I did say the Belgium handicap, and they absolutely romped home. But yeah, 7-1 Wales wasn't quite good enough for North Macedonia's double chance.
Fefwef's suggested the LDU Quito pick was top of the list.
I mean, probably just because of how bullish you were about it.
Yes, that was agreed.
That's got to come into it, isn't it? The degree of confidence.
But
added to that one.
But did I say +2 and they lost 4-0? So that's a net defeat of 2. Yours got beat 7-1, Baz. Come on. I'm judging by all the laughy faces in the chat.
I mean, right. Harry can't laugh. Harry's a contender with his, what was it, the Finland Finnish football pick he had.
The Finnish women's fucking
going to be over
League
6.5 goals or something, and it finished out each.
Should we put Harry at the top? Get me and you off this.
Danny's
that's the one,
called
right?
it.
Harry's
Danny's
Finnish
called
football.
Macedonia.
I'm writing this down. This is what. Look at. I've got my pen. It's getting written down. Harry Finnish. Right. So we're off the hook, Barry. Luckily, Harry's Harry's gone top of the league. Yeah, well done, Harry. Okay then, Baz. I'll remind you and everyone else to put your predictions in, Barry. Andy Williams is here, by the way. All right, Andy. Wales got a tough draw today, didn't they? They're going to get beat off Italy, probably, as our Northern Ireland.
I mean, there's a few people who clearly haven't listened to your podcast and your explanation of World Cup qualifying, because a lot of people today are wondering how Sweden have still got another chance to get through.
Oh, no.
They've not won a single game in qualifying. It's a shambles, isn't it? But that caught a few people out today, that draw.
Really, that's the only thing that's left to play for in World Cup qualification for us is Sweden getting beat.
Yeah.
Hopefully they do. They've got till March to sort out. However, they have got Graham Potter as the manager now, which I don't think is going to help anybody, is it? Like, that's just made it worse. You are shit. And they've appointed that buffoon. Get your predictions in. Predictaddict.co.uk. League is 43455. So don't forget that. I've read some adverts out, haven't I? All right, make some picks then, Baz. Here we go.
We better make them quick.
Yeah, we make them quick. A lot of mine are quite short because there's a lot of these home even money shots that I fucking love. Right, we start Saturday lunchtime is 12:30 kickoff, 7:30 Eastern time. Burnley taking on Chelsea. Burnley have drifted a little bit, actually. Burnley are 11-2 plus 550. They've drifted out a quarter of a point. The draw 7-2 plus 350. Chelsea are 1-2 minus 200.
Oh, Malcolm's gone. Don't know what he's done there. Controversial. See if we can get him back. There he is. What happened there?
I have absolutely no idea. I must have pressed something.
It was just getting exciting.
Yeah, it wasn't though, was it? What we saying? So this was a tough start in terms of making picks, I think. Burnley are only really of any betting interest currently at Turf Moor, where they've won 2 and drawn 1 and lost 2. They've only conceded 5 times in 5 games at home as well. So they're not getting smashed. And actually, you can split their form quite nicely into comparison games. So they've beaten Leeds and Sunderland, teams who you'd expect to be around them. But they've lost to Liverpool and Arsenal, and they lost those games 1-0 and 2-0. So the patterns are kind of there. It breaks up quite nicely. Chelsea have sneaked into third somehow with 4 wins in the last 5. I think Chelsea will be frustrated that the defeat came at home to Sunderland, because they could just be 3 points off the top if they'd won that. 3 of those 4 wins for Chelsea came with clean sheets. They were Wolves, Tottenham and Forest. Burnley losing without scoring against Liverpool and Arsenal. I'll take those games as my lead. It just all fits. So I was burned by this in the week in that Germany game. I'm going to take the exact same bet. The best thing to do, Barry, is get back on the horse. Chelsea to win and under 4 goals is 6-5. It's another big price. I would fucking love that Germany price. Oh, great price, this, Barry. Chelsea to win and under 4 goals, 6-5 plus 120.
Yeah, I quite like the sound of that. Because purely on instinct, I come to this one. I did want Chelsea, but then it's how sort of finding the right bet. Burnley just don't seem to have enough about them to get wins in these sort of games. The 3 wins this season have all come against lesser opposition. I think it's Leeds, Wolves, Sunderland, possibly. And against any of the European contenders, they've lost every time. They've conceded 2 or more goals in 5 of the last 6 games. I think the home game against Leeds was the only one where they didn't do that. And Chelsea have won 4 of the last 5, including wins over Liverpool and Spurs. They won the last 2 away games, beating Spurs and Forest. They've just got better form. I think Chelsea will win it, and I needed to get a handicap to find a price. I'd probably prefer your pick, if anything. But -1, Asian handicap. So a 1-goal win for Chelsea would be a push. Chelsea can win by 2. I'll cash this at 4-5. So Chelsea -1, Asian handicap at 4-5.
Okay, thank you, Barry. Next game on the card, we go to the 3 o'clock kickoffs, of which there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3 o'clock kickoffs. That's exciting. First one is Bournemouth taking on West Ham United. Bournemouth are 4-6, -150. The draw is 16-5 plus 320. West Ham are 4-1, Barry.
Yeah, I mean, West Ham had a little mini recovery, didn't they? Having been on a 6-game winless streak, they've just had 2 wins in a row and scored 3 goals in each of them. Those 2 wins coming at home, though. There's a lot of these where I think pretty much everyone's either had 2 home games and then now away. Or a lot of teams where they seem to have played like 4 of the last 5 games at home or 4 of the last 5 away. It seems a little bit odd when you're looking at the form line. So yeah, home wins have been good for West Ham, but they did come against 2 teams who do struggle on the road, Newcastle, and I can't remember who they beat in the last round of games, to be honest. But I think it might be enough just to give West Ham a little bit of momentum, get themselves away from the relegation zone. I think they will be good enough over the season. But will that do them here, though? I'm not sure. I think Bournemouth have just done the exact opposite of West Ham. They followed up a 7-game unbeaten streak with back-to-back defeats. But their defeats come both away from home. And at home, Bournemouth are really good. Unbeaten in the league, 4 wins, 1 draw. And that's probably enough for me to think Bournemouth might get back on track here. But I wasn't particularly excited about them at the price. A bit shorter than I expected. Not with 2 straight defeats and West Ham having just won 2. 8-13. Appeals a bit less than it might have done a couple of weeks ago before those last few results. So I've decided on goals here because 5 of the last 6 have went over 3.5 goals for Bournemouth. And we've just seen West Ham score 6 in their last 2 games. So I've gone for the over 2.5 and both teams to score in this one. Bournemouth v West Ham, goals, over 2.5, both teams to score, even money.
Bournemouth and over 1.5 for Danny.
Yeah,
I agree with you, Barry.
I would favour Bournemouth, and that's probably one way of getting it to a reasonable price, but 8-13 was just a bit short.
It was the price. I didn't like the prices at all. I ended up in the stats market, Baz, which I very often do when I can't find a pick. I'm combined 7-1 in their last 2 defeats for Bournemouth, Manchester City and Aston Villa. But they are doing the damage at home, 1-4 drawn 1. All 5 home games have came against bottom half teams. West Ham fit that nicely. But there's no clear trends for me. Team total, over, under, both teams to score. I don't trust West Ham's form. The goalkeeper has affected the game against Burnley. Everyone was just honing it in. And that Newcastle game was just head-scratching. They were dream opposition to play, Newcastle and Burnley, in those spots. So I wasn't impressed. So I got the stats. And this pick came really, really easy because the shots line is 26.5 and everything's got under. Absolutely everything. Bournemouth, last home game against Forest, 21. Home game before that against Fulham, 23. West Ham's last away game, Leeds, 22. And then at Arsenal, 25. At Everton, 26. So even the ones that are close are still under. So absolutely everything's gone under. It's not like we're 2-4 or 1-3. We're 5-0 to the under here. Under 26.5 shots is 9-10. -1-1-1. Bournemouth corner ladder is the answer according to Callum. Brighton and Hove Albion take on Brentford. Brighton 9-10, -1-1-1. The draw 13-5 plus 260, and Brentford are 3-1. Fits right in my wheelhouse. This did very well in the last round of games, picking these home favourites round about evens. Brighton were one of them actually against Leeds. Palace were one. Fulham were one. This is 11-3-12. It's very much middle of the table. Brighton 1-4, drawn 4, lost 3. But the better at home, 1-3, drawn 2. And Brentford are the complete opposite, 1-1 and lost 4. 2-0 loss at Palace last time out is a perfect comparison. Perfect comparison. Brighton are big enough here. That was it, Baz. Brighton 9-10, -111.
Yeah, quite a short one for me as well. Because I mean, there's overall not much between the two in terms of the overall recent form. And so first thought was 3-1 should probably appeal for Brentford. But then as soon as you look at that home and away split for both teams, it puts you off Brentford straight away. Brighton are unbeaten in 5 home games, including wins over Newcastle and Man City. And Brentford have lost 4 of their 5 away from home, beating only West Ham. And the 4 defeats they had away from home have all come against sort of middling sides as well, Brentford. So I kept it very simple. I think Brighton can be trusted at home. Brentford can't seem to perform away from home. Brighton money line 10-11.
Fucking get it. I panicked then. I didn't have my ray gun handy, Barry. I forgot all about it. Luckily, it was within reach. The safety catch was on. Don't panic. Both teams to score an over 2.5 for Harry. Brighton. And both teams to score for Danny. So everyone's kind of in the same area. This is one of those games. This is finding the right pick. That just goes to show we've got 4 picks. Like very similar, or 4 people. 3 very similar picks. Someone will probably end up with an unfortunate loser in that lot. Let's read some of this advertising, Barry. It's stopped snowing. Is it snowing where you are, Baz?
Nah, no snow here.
Oh, we had plenty. It was proper snowing about an hour ago. And I desperately want Saturday morning football called off. Desperately. So I was hoping it snowed a lot, but it's late. It's about an inch thick, but it's stopped, which is bad. I might go and shovel a load of snow onto the pitch on Saturday morning to the cover of darkness. I'll head to Killingworth and do that. Killingworth, 2 mentions in one show. Unbelievable. Rhythm is crushing it in college football, NFL, and just added the NBA. Rhythm is giving away weekly cash prizes for tracking bets in the app. 5 bets of the same type. You can win $1,000. Promo code is SGPN25. Download the Rhythm app for 25% off your first month. Download Rhythm. Use promo code SGPN25. 3 o'clock kickoff. Fulham take on Sunderland. Fulham are 15-13. Drifted a little bit. Plus 115. They were plus 105. 23-10 the draw. Sunderland 13-5 plus 260, Barry.
Yeah, I don't know what to make of Fulham much at the moment. The form line looks shocking. 5 defeats in 6 games now. But 4 of those 5 defeats were away from home. It's another one where the recent form's been heavily skewed in terms of away fixtures. At home, they've lost only 1 of their 5, and that was a 1-0 defeat to Arsenal as well. So they've won 3 at home, drawn 1. Sunderland's best form comes at home. However, they have done okay on the road. 2 wins, 2 losses, 1 draw. And all 5 of their games went under 2.5 goals. The away games, for Sunderland. Both teams to score no has hit in 4 of the 5. 4 of the last 5, I think, for Fulham. And plenty of form for the unders for Fulham as well. 3 of their 5. So I was drawn to the unders initially, but it's at 4-6, far too short. And so I just had to trust Fulham's home form here. It's not my favourite pick. I think it'll be low scoring, but I think Fulham will nick it. So I'm going to take Fulham on the money line at 6-5.
Okay. Fulham have disappointed so far, but the home form is okay. 1-3, drawn 1, lost 1. They've beaten Brentford, Wolves, and Leeds. Sunderland is still overperforming. I'm not having it. They're shit, Barry. They're absolutely fucking shite. I'm not buying it at all. This is a great spot for Fulham. Fulham on the money line, Bat. We get the ray gun out again. Whee! Shit. I must have knocked the safety catch off then. I've ray gun Barry off the show for the second time in 3 weeks. 21-20. Come on, Fulham. The subhuman Gaucho is back. We haven't seen the Gaucho for a few weeks. Welcome along, mate. He wants some locks because he doesn't like this match day. So you're in the right place. Follow Barry would be my advice. Next game is 3 o'clock. Liverpool get a 3 o'clock kickoff. It's home to Nottingham Forest. Liverpool 21-50, minus 238. The draw 7-2 plus 350. Forest 13-2 plus 650. This will be the survivor pick, Barry. This is going to be my last man standing pick. I was in the spreadsheet just before we started. There's 4 people left. Fucking week 12. How long's it ever gone on before, Barry? Is this some sort of world record?
It's getting there. I think we've maybe had week 13 before.
Fucking hell. And for all 4 people to survive with different picks last week was ridiculous. But we're the only ones with Liverpool left. So if Liverpool can do us a favour this week and we get a little bit of carnage, I've seen someone's picked Palace, but it's not straightforward. And we've got Villa next week. It's home to Wolves. So we've got...
that's strong, like, to get to week 12 and still have Liverpool. I didn't realise you still had Liverpool there.
Yeah. So fully fucking mushing them at this point now. So when Liverpool don't win on Saturday, you can have this one on me, everybody. Liverpool had some well-documented struggles lately. They lost 5 or 6 in the league, but 4 of those 5 are away from home. The only home game they lost was the Man United one, which was probably a little bit of a false final. They had the Champions League defeat, but again, away at Galatasaray. And they've actually been fine at home. Beat Villa 2-0 and beat Real Madrid. Both, I would argue, better than Nottingham Forest. Forest squeaked past Leeds eventually last time. They were all right. They were fine. But I'm not really interested in them here. I'm still not interested in a Sean Dyche Nottingham Forest. I think Liverpool can cover. -1.5 is 11-10, +110.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tricky one. Where Liverpool 2-5, given they've lost 5 of their last 6 in the league. Obviously, the win over Villa was the only one. That was a decent result for them. And the Real Madrid one was obviously a bright spot as well in amongst that recent poor form. They've conceded 2 or more as well in each of those 5 defeats. So defence is definitely a concern. But 4 of them 5 defeats for Liverpool came away from home. Again, I've talked about how a lot of these form lines are either good or bad based on the fact of whether a team has had 4 of the last 5 games away or at home. At home this season, it's only 1 defeat in the league, 2-1 loss to Man United. They've won their other 4, including games against Arsenal, Villa, Bournemouth, against decent sides, better sides than Forest. Forest are unbeaten in 3, but only 1 league win in the last 10. There has been an improvement under Dyche. She's only got 1 loss in the 5 since he arrived. But away from home, they've no wins and no goals in their 2 away games. I still think goals will be an issue for Forest this season. And at Anfield, I think Liverpool should be good enough. Didn't make it particularly easy finding the pick. You've gone for the handicap. I've gone a little bit different. I think it'll be low scoring. I think the unders might be a bit too big at 11-8. Part of my thinking on that was Liverpool have just kept 2 clean sheets. So if Liverpool can't keep a clean sheet here, then Liverpool win and nil was my thing. I'm getting 13-8 for that. As I say, I think Forest, certainly away from home, they're not scoring many goals. Liverpool don't keep many clean sheets, but I think they'll get one. Yeah, Liverpool win to nil, 13-8.
Okay, a bit of a split here in the chat. Steve Gregory kind of agrees with you, Barry, on the low scoring thing. Yeah. Liverpool and under 2.5.
I've got it down as a 1-0 or a 2-0. Yeah,
that's 5-2. That's a nice pick, Steve. But Fefwef's gone Liverpool not beating Forest this weekend. Smudger agrees with him. Forest double chance at 7-4. Can't trust Liverpool. So definitely not a foregone conclusion here amongst the fellow readers. Another 3 o'clock kickoff is Wolverhampton Wanderers against Crystal Palace. Wolves have drifted out as well. A lot of line movement tonight, Barry. It's a good job. I'm fucking all over this, isn't it? Wolves are 14-5, +280. They were +260, so they've drifted out a 1/5 of a point. The draw 27-10, +270. And Palace must have shorted up. Now, Palace are the same price. Palace 19-20, -105. Barry, this is you.
Yeah, you've just got to keep fading Wolves, haven't you? Rob Edwards coming in isn't going to change anything overnight. Palace have had their little mini slump. They've since won 3, drawn 1 in the last 4 in all competitions. And they've kept 3 clean sheets in the last 4 as well. Wolves, meanwhile, have lost 5 in a row, conceding at least 3 goals in each of the last 4 games. Still winless in the league this season. Obviously, they're going to beat someone at some point. But I just thought the Palace price was far too tempting. 19-20 is a good price for Palace. But the team total looks an absolute gift. 2 Palace goals at even money. Wolves have given up 2 or more goals in 7 of their 11 and in 4 of their 5 home games this season. I think Palace team total over 1.5 goals is a great price at even money.
So my notes, Barry, are almost word for word. And the last line we'll get to. Wolves are fucked, is my first thought. The appointment of Edwards changes nothing. I've made that note as well. It's not like he's even got the track record of one of these firefighter type managers. Like, it's just an odd one. They've lost 4 of the 5 home games. Palace have lost the last 2 away games, Arsenal and Everton. But I just think they're good enough here. And the last line of my notes is Palace team total over 1.5 is evens. It's a similar price. But just in case Palace win 1-0, I'm going to take Palace on the money line. So we've both looked at the exact same 2 bets, and then you've picked one, and I've picked the other one. So Palace on the money line, 19-20, minus 105. Fefwef has gone for the 0-0 or the 1-1 draw. Both teams to score over 2.5 for Danny. Has Barry frozen again? What's the matter with Baz? Why has he gone mental lately? Are you there, Barry? Barry's disappeared again. It's an absolute fiasco, this. I'll try and add him back. No, Barry's frozen. Okay, well, I'll let Barry try and sort himself out. We're going to go on to the tea time kickoff. 5:30, a game I will be at is Newcastle United against Manchester City. 13-5 plus 260. Newcastle. 14-5 plus 280. The draw, and Man City on 19-20 minus 105. 1 minute, Barry says, whatever that means. Well, that means he's got to be 1 minute. It's quite obvious, really. It was nice to have Premier League back because it's been too long and I'm desperate for Newcastle to get their act together. And then I looked at the fixtures and it was this one. And like, your heart sank a little bit because Newcastle, as it stands, don't look particularly capable of throwing up a shock like this. As much as we've got history of it, playing well against the good teams and making it hard, getting a performance, it just hasn't really happened in these spots. And there are a lot of examples. So you're kind of hanging on to what you know that they've done rather than what they've actually showed you this season. And you're holding on to the hope that the manager can get something out of these players that you know are capable. Man City, back-to-back wins against Liverpool, scoring 3 times in each. If you're taking Man City here, you do need to forgive their last away performance, which was the 1-0 loss at Villa. But even if you ignore Newcastle's last 2 away games, and if you want to separate the home form and the away form, and you want to factor in the fact that Newcastle have been capable in these type of sports, there's 3 very similar games this year that you can take. They've played Arsenal, they've played Liverpool, and if you want to throw Barcelona in there as a top-level team, along with Arsenal, Liverpool, Manchester City, if you want to throw Barcelona in there, they've lost them all. They've lost them all by a goal. So I just want to take Man City. I don't want to take Man City. Hopefully the mush works and Newcastle do something. But Man City at this price, having seen Arsenal, Liverpool and Barcelona beat them, I don't know why Man City can't do the same. So I'll take Man City 19-20 minus 105. Baz, where did you go, Barry?
I had the same thing as I had on the last show where my computer just made a funny noise and then just completely froze. So I had to
ray gun, do you think?
turn it. It could be. I'm wondering whether you've vaporized my computer over the last few weeks.
I'll check the safety catch, Barry.
Yeah, you need to be careful with that. So I've had to restart again. I'm a bit worried about that. Anyway, what was your pick in the Wolves game?
Palace money line.
Palace
my last line, Barry. It's worth repeating. The Palace team total over 1.5 is evens. Similar prices, but just in case Palace win 1-0, I'll take Palace on the money line. You said the exact same thing and took the Palace team total. So no need for the Reagan. But yeah, I've taken Man City Bars on the comparison games, Liverpool, Arsenal, Barcelona.
You might want to keep that in your hand anyway. I just think you've got to take Man City here. Newcastle's home form is better than the away form. 5 wins in a row. and 7 out of 10 in all competitions. But you've just mentioned it there. You look at the comparison games, you look at the games Newcastle have lost. Arsenal, Liverpool, Barcelona are the 3 home defeats. Man City fit right in that category. They've won 7 of the last 8. They've scored 3 or more in 4 straight games as well, so they're full of goals at the moment. I thought City at 10-11 was a straightforward pick here.
Okay, team right on that one. Lee Smith is trying to be funny in the chat. Lee, I would advise you to eat a bag of dicks at this point. Man City win with both teams to score for Joe Dollar. Steve Gregory's gone City in over 3.5. Fucking hell. I can't see it's getting humped. I hope that's not the case, Steve. Who else? We got Foden to make a foul. There's a pick that Fef put in there. 5-6 to foul someone. He's made 1 in each of his last 5 games. So that's a tidy angle in from Fef. We go to a nighttime game. No, there's no Saturday night game. Sunday afternoon, 2 o'clock. Leeds United taking on Aston Villa. Leeds are 21-10 plus 210. Leeds drifted a 10th of a point. They were 2-1. 23-10 the draw plus 230. Villa 15-13 plus 135. Baz.
Yeah, I think again, I think Villa are a very good price. Yeah, I think they've won 5 of the last 6 now. Yeah, they lost only to Liverpool. 4-0 win over Bournemouth last time looks good, given the form Bournemouth had been in to start the season. Now, once again, Villa's recent form has come mostly at home. 4 of those 5 wins, it did come at home. The away form, they have only won once all season, but that was recently against Spurs. And remember, they did start the season very, very slowly. So they've only lost 1 of their last 4 league away games. The form is getting better, as we know, with Villa. You can make a case that Leeds are better at home. It depends how you look at it. They've lost only 1 of 5 home games, but they've won only 2, and they were close ones against Everton and West Ham. Spurs beat them last month in a decent enough comparison, I think. And the overall recent form for Leeds is really poor. 4 defeats in the last 5. Villa at almost 6-4 looked enticing to me. And at a similar price, Villa team total over 1.5 was around the same price. Looked a decent bet. But I'm just going to go for Villa money line. I think 27-20 I've got here for Villa. Looks a nice price. I'll take Villa to beat Leeds.
Yeah, I got my price wrong. I said 15-13. 27-20 plus 135 is the price for Villa. Leeds are doing their damage at home. 1-2 drawn 2 last one. But they've played. There's another split here for Leeds, which is the form against teams in the top half, or the top 11, if you want to be pedantic. Which is they've drawn 1 and lost 3, including a home defeat against Tottenham, which was quite comfortable and is a decent comp. Villa going well, won 5 out of 6. The only defeat in that list came at Liverpool. Recent form, I adore Villa's price here. One of my absolute favourites, Baz. So we're going in again, 4th time tonight. Team ride on Aston Villa on the money line, Baz. Bosh.
There's a lot of these straight up money line picks, or is all the team rides in it?
Yeah,
Palace one was a close one as well. Could have been 5.
Could have been. The game everyone's talking about, Barry, kickoff. We are in the early stages of the second half. Barry leads 2-0. I did not lay a glove on him in the first half, but the second half, I've given him the hairdryer. And we had our first shot on target in the last episode. Barry's goalkeeper. What's your goalie's name? Al Shiraz, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, no, Mustafa Jin, sorry. Mustafa Jin tipped it round for a corner. So, Barry, this is exciting. Now, I can get back into it. So, what I have to do here, Barry, I'm going to cut the deck. And what I need is the little blue corner thing in the top corner. If I get that, I've scored. Okay? So, we're going to go, Barry. This is fucking it. If I'm back in this, if this goes in, I'll be getting the ball out the net, putting it back on the spot and all of that shit. Fucking come on! Fucking it! Get that into it! Fucking come on! See how we fucking go, Barry. Here we... Oh, get in. Oh, my God. Holy fucking corner. Oh, absolute scenes. We're back. Tubby McNair. Up from the back, Barry. Dan Burn like header. It's 2-1. Fucking hell. Anyone who got on me and play at half time, all of a sudden, how you feel about that, Bar? You look absolutely sick. Do you know what's up? Game's up, innit, Baz? The game's up for you.
No? Have I got another move here?
Well, no, there's no more moves tonight. We're celebrating that.
Shut up, man.
You're not having another move. You're not kicking off.
Of course I am. I haven't done anything.
That's I fucking scored.
Right.
Right, well, that's it, innit?
It's my move.
Well, it will be next time.
That's
You're not having to go now.
Absolutely ridiculous behaviour.
Ridiculous behaviour. I'm going to leave it for 4 days for you to sweat on me getting one back.
You know, when I kick off, do I kick off to the left or the right of the centre circle?
It's up to you.
No, that's good. Yeah.
Oh, you get ahead of yourself. How about you just fucking focus on the fact I've just got one back?
I want to take me next go.
Well, you're not. 4:30 on Sunday. Arsenal take on Tottenham. Maybe the game of the weekend. Arsenal are 2-5. Minus 250. Fucking get in. I'm absolutely buzzing, Barry. 15-4 the draw. Plus 375. Tottenham are 13-2. Plus 650. I definitely just woke the missus up. I'll be hearing about that in the morning, Baz. 4 ray guns in a goal celebration. She hasn't slept through all of that, has she? So, I'm really surprised how short Arsenal are here, Barry. They're still treading that very fine line we talk about. And that was an example of that was a Sunderland game last time. Like, they get behind, which causes them a problem. It took them a fucking long time to claw their way back into it. And then they couldn't hold on. These series of 1-goal wins, Palace and Fulham, in their game log of 1-goal wins, minus 250 is very, very short. Now, you've got the Gabriel injury in there as well. It's clearly a bit of a problem because he's very, very good. And we know what Arsenal's identity is. We know the identity they've created. Everyone's talking about Mascara coming in doing okay. I think it's going to be Hincapié. I like him. He's a good player. I hope he's shite in this situation, but I like Hincapié, so I'm not sure it's a massive drop-off. However, Tottenham is still head-scratching. They've won 1 out of 6 home games, and they're still 5th in the league. Those two things don't match up to me. I don't know how you can win 1 out of 6 and still be in 5th. What it does tell you, though, away from home, they've won 4 and drawn 1. So, in a low-variance game that this will be, I think it'll be fuck all in this. I'm going to give Spurs a chance, Baz. I will take Tottenham at 13-2 plus 650.
Interesting.
A sage nod of the head there, Barry.
I don't mind it at all. I got to this one and really wanted to make a case for Spurs because I just thought 15-2 looks a massive, massive price in a derby match. Now, obviously, Arsenal are going really well. No defeat in 8 league games. Lost only to Liverpool this season. But the Sunderland result just gives a little glimmer of hope that they are fallible. They are, you can't get at them. Gabriel will make a difference. It'll be a big loss there. And the other thing that helps here, I think, is teams are generally always in it against Arsenal. You've just mentioned there, tight games. Sunderland got a draw. Fulham, Palace, Newcastle all lost, but by just a single goal. They've only won by 2 or more 4 times this season out of 11. And looking at the Spurs form, Spurs have lost 3 this season and all by just a single goal as well. So Spurs will keep in it. They'll keep it close. Head was the same. You look at the head-to-head. It's all Arsenal. 3 Arsenal wins and a draw in the last 4. But all of the wins came by 1 goal again. So I think it'll be tight. So I have went for a different pick. I went for Spurs on the handicap, +1 on the Asian handicap. So an Arsenal single goal win would be a push for me. Anything better, I'll cash a winner. That's at 5-4, Spurs +1. But I have finished with a line saying I think Spurs are worth a punt at 15-2 to win this one. Price is far too big.
Yeah, Spurs' form is built on that defensive partnership as well. They can defend, you're right, Van de Ven and Romero. So, yeah, Spurs, I think, worth a squeak here. Monday night is the final game on the card. Manchester United taking on Everton at 8 o'clock, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Man United are 3-4, minus 133. The draw is 3-1. Everton are Burlington Bertie, 100-30 plus 333. Baz, finish us off with a winner.
Yeah, it was an easy one, this one for me. Man United currently unbeaten in 5, though they have drew the last 2 of those. Home form's seen them win 4 in a row, though. And the Everton form's bang average, 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses in their last 6. But the wins both came at home. The away form this season, they've only managed to beat Wolves away from home. That's the only one for them. I thought Man United might be a bit shorter than this. They don't necessarily appeal to me on the win market, but they do appeal in the team total again. I took this last time for Man United. I did get a bit lucky with a late one against Spurs. But Man United have scored 2 in 5 straight games, and in each of the last 4 home games as well. The 2 consecutive 2-2 draws are the reason why I prefer this to taking Man United to win. And also the Everton side of it. Everton have conceded 2 in 4 of their last 5 away games as well. So I really like the Man United team total. Yeah, Man United will score 2 or more at 8-11.
Okay. Man United are better, have been better. They're short here. They nearly won at Tottenham, and they nearly lost at Tottenham last week. The home form is good, though. 1-4, lost 1. Averaging 2.2 goals per game at home, Barry. Nice little pick there for you. Everton's form split comes from where you'd expect it. We know this about Everton. Home wins against teams that are at or just below their level. That's where Everton fucking survive. They live in the margins. They have done for years. It's boring. They've got no win in 5 against the top 8 teams this year. They got an away point at Sunderland. The win was at Wolves, who were absolutely miles off it. We've done this twice tonight, Barry, and remarkably come down on separate sides. Man United team total is the same price as the money line, and I'm just going to take Man United money line. So I've made the same line as the Palace game, and you've taken the team total twice, and I've taken the money line twice. So it's a shorty. Steve Gregory was in the chat earlier on saying he's only here to get talked out of betting on Manchester United. Well, we can't do it, Steve, I'm afraid.
Yeah.
Man United, I had them down at minus 138, but they've actually drifted a little bit to minus 133. So that's fine with me. Lee's gone for the weekly who was up against Grealish card. Will that be Dorgu, maybe? Dorgu was playing for Denmark the other night, wasn't he, in that game? Yeah, Dorgu might be the option. So fullback. Okay, well done, Barry. 59 minutes. So we've got a time for the exotics. My lock, Barry, I shouldn't have done this because I am absolutely mushing myself. My lock is Liverpool handicap. 11-10 plus 110. Dog, I've got to go over Spurs. I'm going to put up a big dog, a 13-2 plus 650 dog. Then I've got to put them in here. Corned beef pie accumulator. I'm taking Chelsea, Liverpool, and Palace to win. Straight money lines. All straight money lines in here tonight for me, because, as you've already mentioned, they were the games that we were quite bullish on. So Chelsea, Liverpool, and Palace pays 31-10. That's plus 310. And I've got a 5-timer for my stake in Stilton, which is Brighton, Bournemouth, Fulham, Man City, and Liverpool. Pays 29-1. Anytime goal scorer is JP Mateta at 15-4 plus 375, 6-5 anytime. So short Mateta, but Wolves are absolute dog shit. And Data Dave, who 7-2 now, I think. Or it might be 8. Sorry, he's 8-2. He missed one game, didn't he? He missed the same week I missed. In the regular series of Get to Know Data Dave, Barry, he's a fucker, you know. He gets on my nerves. I asked him what his highlight of the international break was, Barry. You know, just to see the sort of stuff he'd been into. He said It was Sekou Kone's 2 goals for Mali under 23s against Indonesia. So he's been fucking deep in it as Data Dave this week. So that's one for the radar. I had to Google Sekou Kone. He plays for Man United. Man United player. So he scored twice for Mali under 23s against Indonesia. Data did love that. Data Dave has picked Manchester United to win in under 3.5 goals. It's 6-4 plus 150. So I'll tell you what, we had a go at him for taking that little run of shorties a few weeks ago, but he's not pissing about now. He cashed a big one last week, and he's gone for a 6-4 shot. Yeah, Man, you win under 3.5 goals for Data Dave, Baz.
Nice. My lock's going to be Man City. I think Man City are a good price this week to beat Newcastle. My dog's going to be Spurs to beat Arsenal at 15-2. Just on the value, too big a price. Scorer, I'm going to go for the Man United game. And Mbeumo is the man in form, but I'm going to go against that. I'm going to go for Cunha to get in amongst it this week. Cunha's going to have to step up for Man United in the coming weeks because Sesko is injured and Mbeumo is off to AFCON.
Step up for what?
He's going to have
replace Sesko. I could replace Sesko.
He's going to have to cover for Mbeumo as well. They're going to lose his goals. Cunha's going to get one this week anyway. 2-1 anytime, 6-1 first and last. My ACCA, dead straightforward. Palace, Villa, Chelsea. 6-1 for Palace, Villa and Chelsea. Big price.
I had Palace, Liverpool, Chelsea, so we're not far away.
And my stake and Stilton ACCA is the same 3 teams, but on a handicap. Palace, Villa, Chelsea, all to win by 2 or more. 35-1. So
that's one of my favourite bets, Baz, to
just ladder it up a bit.
Ladder up your stake in Stilton.
So 6-1 for the straight win. Actually 36-1 for the handicap treble.
Okay, right, but there's a burning question here. Danny has repeatedly asked Barry what you had for tea. We can't leave the readers wondering, Barry. So could you please reveal what you had for? This is apropos of nothing. You've never indicated that you've had anything fancy for tea. This could be anything.
But actually, I've got quite an interesting one. So Danny must have known. Tea started at 9 o'clock this morning, Malcolm. Slow cooker.
Yeah.
2 kilos of 2.5 kilos of pork shoulder, rubbed with brown sugar, cumin, paprika, smoked paprika, garlic granules, salt, pepper. So a nice little rub on the pork. Slow cooked that for about 7 or 8 hours. So the family had it with big bread roll, slaw, fries, all of that stuff. Obviously, I'm on a bit of a health kick, so there's too much carbs in there for me.
Saying slaw's a bit woke, isn't it, Baz?
Yeah, it's nice. It goes nice with pork, though, doesn't it? Got a bit of crunch in it. You've got to add texture. All of that was a bit too carby for me, so I went healthier. So I had ramen. So I had some noodles in a nice spicy broth. Added spring onions, a lot of the chopped up pulled pork, and then some crispy chili oil. Malcolm, have you ever had crispy chili oil before?
What's crispy about it?
Actually, it's probably no good for you because it's got seeds in it and stuff. It's like chilies chopped up with garlic and seeds in an oil, but it's like, I think it's deep fried first, so it's like crispy. It's got sugar in there as well, so it's almost like sugary. Like it's nice. You just drizzle it into like your ramen or anything really. But it was nice, dead Moorish. So I had a pulled pork ramen tonight with a nice spicy broth. Lovely. Some fresh chilies in there.
You asked that question, Danny.
Yeah, it was good.
Good. That was a good answer. I got a yellow sticker pizza from Sainsbury's while the kids were at football. It was absolute dog shit.
Disappointing.
Very disappointing.
On the subject of nut allergies, Malcolm, I've got a very, very quick one for you. Have you ever played shuffleboard?
Yes.
I mean, it seems like a bit of a jump, doesn't it, from nut allergies to shuffleboard?
Yeah, I didn't play it with.
How are you still alive?
I don't understand.
You've got quite a serious nut allergy. Well, we've got to work Christmas night out soon, and we had to vote on an activity to do. There was darts, there was bowling, there was shuffleboard, beer pong, or iceless curling. Anyway,
that sounds fun.
Shuffleboard won, but we couldn't go to shuffleboard because we've got someone on the team with a nut allergy.
Yeah,
and apparently the dust on the board is got nuts in it. Like big no shuffleboard. Certainly not in Nottingham.
What are you talking? Like big shuffleboard that you play on a fucking yacht, or are you talking like like a bar shuffleboard?
It's a bar shuffleboard. Yeah, it's in a bar. So
I've played that. I've been in pubs and
Roxy
played that.
Ballroom in Nottingham have a warning. You can't play if you've got a nut allergy.
There's no dust on that. We played that in Frostlav. We didn't actually. We watched some people because they wouldn't get off the table and allow us to play. There's no dust on the thing.
It's got like a sawdust on it, hasn't it? That's like, yeah,
made
definitely.
out of fucking nuts.
But it's made out of nuts, yeah. So we've got someone on in the office who's serious nut allergy. Vetoed the shuffleboard because of the nuts. But apparently it's a thing, like, so you got to be careful of that next time you're playing shuffleboard.
Mate, I will.
So we're doing the ice-free curling, so I'll let you know how that goes.
You can't live your life not playing shuffleboard in case there's nuts in the dust.
Well, there you go.
Get a t-shirt with that on. It's a catchy saying that, Buzz. Right, let's go. That was an hour and 6 minutes. I think we got too excited at various points because the Premier League was back. Obviously, the big news coming out of that is it's 2-1. Tubby McNair, fucking, he's just put his shirt back on, Barry. We're still not ready to kick off. He's put his shirt back on. He's picked up a yellow card. Tubby McNair's got me right back into this now. Okay, right. So, what? Why has he written Malcolm Pratford in there? Am I just catching strays for no reason? Oh, fucking it. Right, let's go. We'll be back. It's Champions League next week, Barry. So we'll have to do Sunday night.
We'll have to do Sunday night because I'm gigging Monday night.
Oh, yeah? Where are you going this time? Oh, no, we'll talk about it on Sunday night.
Yeah, we will.
Right. Yeah, let's stop talking shit. Right, see you later. Good luck, everybody. Thanks and all that. We'll see you down the road. Cheers.